to go live. So let me know once you hear me. Let me know once you see me. Let me know once you are here. 3, 2, and 1. We are live. Roop, roop. All right, guys. So what are we going to be talking about today? We're going to be talking about you. We're going to be talking about your healthy eating for the holidays, helping you feel good. And you already know what to do. So I'm not going to come on here and pretend like I know your body better than you do, things like that. So I'm just going to be giving you some ideas of things that you could be using, kind of like brain hacks. So you can be thinking about things in advance. You can be planning. So it's essential that that's exactly what we're talking about. And we're going to practice meditation, both on visualizing something, which I'm going to share with you in a second, and then a separate meditation of visualizing inside your own imagination. So you're creating new programmings. And what does that mean? Well, we create programming all the time. You have programming in your mind and in your thinking that either motivates you forward or it limits you and holds you back. And so the goal is to help you create these ways to make sure that you are not limiting yourself because you don't deserve it. You deserve to feel good. You deserve to know that your body can take care of you and you can take care of your body. And you don't have to come to the end of the season going, oh my gosh, I have now to do all this work I have to make up for. It's not good. It's not healthy. You know, not feeling yourself, not feeling like, oh, I didn't take care of myself. I should have this. I should have that. That's why I'm here. I'm not here to tell you all these things about, you know, what you should be doing. You know how to eat food. You know how to not eat food. So it's important that you allow yourself to trust yourself, trust your body. And so one of the things you'll see in the post, it talks about allowing yourself to see each little cell, right? Imagine each little cell is its own little organism, and you're helping each little cell take care of itself and be a healthy little organism. And so you might be like, wow, that seems pretty big. But when we have this idea of taking care of someone else, oftentimes we'll do a better job. So imagine that you're taking care of those little cells and they need you to take care of them. And without you, nothing's going to happen. They're not going to be feeling that great. And if you also imagine your body like a bag of chemicals, right? You're a chemistry set. And everything you're putting in your body is adding and changing the chemistry that's in your body. It's helping it, it's motivating it, it's uplifting it, or it's making it heavy and not feel well. So when you think about it like that, it gives you a different perspective in how you're taking care of yourself. Like, oh, you know, I had it that this chocolate I have to have. But when I think about the chocolate as a chemical and how much chemical can I put in my body and what's the chemistry I want it to mix, well, you know what, this piece, I can actually cut it down to this piece and it could still taste good. And I can actually nibble it and put it down and nibble it and put it down and get the taste. I don't have to take it away from myself. I can just change what it is that I'm doing. And a big part of what I do when I'm helping people is work on your mindset and work on what's the limiting belief that I have. Like, I can't change. Like, I'm always going to mess this up. Every holiday I gain 20 pounds, or every holiday is just depressed, or, you know, whatever that limiting belief is, that's what's holding you down. And that's where I do a lot of the work. And I've also had clients to say, yeah, but I need some kind of step-by-step guide or some help. And so I do have that as well. I have this guide. It comes also with a profile. So you can take the profile survey and you get this guide in a PDF format, and it walks you through step by step, taking care of yourself, taking care of your health, looking at your eating not as a diet per se, but as a lifestyle. And so just kind of give you an example. You can see the index a little bit here. And so you'll be able to see in the index as you're going through it, all the different steps as you're looking at how you're eating. You're looking at lifestyle change. A big part of changing your thinking is re-educating your mind. And this seems like a lot, but it's supposed to be done in 12 weeks. So it actually is broken down into little bite-sized, right? Bite-sized chunks to help you walk through. So this is for those of you who feel like, yeah, but I need that support. I need that that documentation, that retraining of myself, because I feel inundated with too much. And so now it's like, let me start and put myself on track. And the cool thing about this too is you'll see that it asks you questions and you can journal. So you'll be able to see that there's the detox week, and then it goes into the regular week. So you're able to keep track of all the things that you're doing, what's working, what's not working. And I also do coaching around this as well for weight loss, both on the logistic side of things, as well as the emotional eating aspect, or the stressed eating, or the not eating, or the overeating, or the bored eating. There's so many different things that we do with food, because oftentimes we need to feel a stimulation, we need to feel good, and eating does do that. But we have to separate the connection of that's my coping, right? It is not meant for coping. Eating is meant for giving your body the fuel it needs. And I wanted to give you one example of something that I do to help myself, because I love sugar, right? And so what I have been doing is changing that story to, I like the taste of sugar, right? And in those things, I can find it in fruit. In those things, I can find it in different things that are actually just sweeter food, like plantains. I can actually instead replace it with different vegetables that I like, because they just are good. It doesn't have to be sugar. And so when I have those conversations with myself, it moves me out of, I love sugar, I have to have sugar. Where's my sugar, my chocolate, my candy, Reese's cups, where are they? And so I do allow myself to have those sweets, but I practice. So like I have this little cup for ice cream. Now, not to say I always do that. And there's sometimes when I'm off track and I'll have a cone instead, so it's more, or I'll have a bowl instead, so it's more. But it's important to keep track of what you're doing, which is the journaling and the logging and things like that. It's important to realize that 80% of people who jot things down or are aware of what it is that their intake is, they can monitor it better. And I'm not saying you have to put all the calories and it has to be all this homework and all this stuff. But if you do that for a couple days, then you have a really good idea of your intake, your output, what it is that you're doing. And there's also some free apps that make it really easy too, that you can take a look at. So this is one thing I wanted to share with you. So this is just some water, and I'm going to be adding my daily essentials. So this is 4 daily essentials. So there's OPC3, which is the anti-inflammatory. There's the multivitamin. There's the B complex. And then there's the calcium, which helps the absorption rate as far as when you mix these together. So they're also called isotonic. So a lot of times when I was taking vitamins in the past, I really didn't feel anything. It was just like, well, I know this must be good for me. But oftentimes, if you notice when you go to the bathroom, you still see a little cap, and you're just like, why is some of that still there? Well, a big part of it is because the body can only absorb so much. So isotonic, actually, it is powder, but people think it's just powder. That's what it means. Doesn't mean that. There's lots of powder vitamins that are not isotonic. Isotonic means it's scientifically made to be the body to read it like your blood, your sweat, your tears. So it's like pre-digestible. So you can take it on an empty stomach, and it skips the digestive system, and it absorbs absorbs, so that way your body is getting up to 90% of it or more, depending on your how your body is doing health-wise, versus a 40% where most vitamins are at. And so when I take this, I feel the difference. I feel better. My digestive system works better. Like I literally feel cleaner and lighter. So this is something that I use in place of sugar, and I can have it before a meal. So I have it before my breakfast, or you take it on an empty stomach. So I could also have it before my lunch, which I've done before. And so that keeps me from overeating. I've also done it before dinner. If I'm having dinner pretty early, like if I'm having dinner certainly at 5, then I can take this at like 4. Because it's bees. Bees give me energy and might keep me awake. For some people, it doesn't have that impact. So I just take this, I put it into the water. There's 4 different vitamins in here. So each vitamin needs 2 ounces of water. And then I also have They can also be in a bottle version. I also have my vitamin D with K3, the K or K2. The K2 allows it to be more absorbable. So that's important. You don't want to just take vitamin D without having that help to be more absorbable. And again, this is also isotonic, so they don't have to be digested. And so I just put it in the lid so you know what I'm doing. Oh, I don't know if you could see this little lid. And then the other one I take is magnesium. So I know that I need these because I know what my body's missing, right? I've gotten a blood test. I've been able to monitor that and see what's going on. That's a really great place to start. You get your blood test, you see what your body's showing, you're high, you're low. Now, it's also based on your foods. So if you eat, let's say, for instance, I'm often low on iron, but if today I eat a lot of fish, I might be high if I do my blood test tomorrow. So do it on, after you've been eating pretty normally of what you would normally eat, and then you'll know what your body consistently is in need of. So then I just mix it up and then I drink it. That's it. So I was sharing this with you on purpose because when we teach our mind something new and we go through a process, we help the mind to memorize something at a subconscious level. And as I'm doing this, it's like, ooh, I'm getting my energy. It's going to be absorbable. It's really going to make a difference. I'm getting my magnesium. That's going to help my system. I'm getting my Ds. That's helping and the C's and all these things that are helping my immune system. So it's like really reinforcing into the body, this is healthy, this is helping me. And so that's why I wanted to do that. Do the same thing with whatever it is you use, whether you use something like this, and if you're interested, let me know. Or whether you're like, ooh, I'm creating this healthy eating, I'm getting my avocado and my tomatoes, and I'm putting that together with my salad, or maybe some eggs in the morning. And so you're imagining yourself put that together. And the same thing goes for the holidays. So instead of, oh, I'm going to have this massive plate of this and this massive plate of that, and I'm definitely going back for seconds, and I can't wait to have this, which is okay. But imagine, oh, I can't wait to have a scoop of this, and I can't wait to have a scoop of that, and I can't wait to have a scoop of this. Scoop meaning a spoonful versus a ladleful. And so you're not taking away from yourself and taking away from that fun and that taste and all those things. You're just allowing yourself to plan for it. You're helping yourself to imagine those little cells, and they're going to be happy because you're taking care of them. You're planning for them. Yes, you're going to taste the delicious stuff, but you're going to do it in smaller bites because your body can't process all of that. You don't want it to be heavy and lethargic and hang in there and be like, oh, I feel terrible now. Oh, I've been there. And then you need to pass out because your body's like totally too exhausted and trying to work on the digestive, over digestive situation that's going on. And then also there's the like if you're doing the L-tryptophan, which makes you sleepy and all those kinds of things. So plan what's going to happen. Plan what your plate's going to look like. Plan that you might also include salad. Plan that you might be able to say, okay, well, I'm going to have this much at Thanksgiving, and then I'm going to have this much for later that night. Right. So it just lets you plan for it. And of course, if your Thanksgiving meal is at dinner, then you might plan, okay, I'm going to do this, this lighter aspect for lunch. And then at dinner, I'm going to do this, but also include salad. And you might say, oh, you know what? I'm going to have my vitamins and supplements right beforehand. So I'm feeling really good. So that way, when I go to eat, I don't overeat because I already feel a bit full. Or you might already feel a bit full and you could overeat all you want because you're already kind of full. So that overeating just means you're probably eating about, a normal meal because you already feel full. So you might be like, oh, I pushed myself a little bit, but I know most of it was the vitamins and supplements that I drank. So there's ways that you can support yourself in taking a look at what you're doing. And just remember, I shared with you the guide that you can get, right? If you need that extra support and extra help, we can get you taking a look at it before the holidays, right? They're coming, they're just next week, but you can take a look at it. It's free for you. So let me know if it's something that you're interested in. Just shoot me a text message. You can see my number here, 954-657-3407. You'll get your survey profile to fill out, and then you get this right in your email as your PDF. And I'm also here to go through it with you, so you don't have to feel like you got to do this on your own. That's another big part that ends up getting stuck, is we feel like we've got to carry our life all on our own shoulders. Well, why not get help and make it lighter? Everything that I teach is something that I've been through myself, something that I've had to learn and get help with as far as other people helping me carry it. So then it wasn't so heavy as I'm learning it and understanding it and picking it up. So then it makes the process so much easier and even more fun. So those are the things that I wanted to share with you. And lastly, I wanted to share with you a meditation. And so I want you to just close your eyes and imagine where it is you're going to be during the holidays. And instead of feeling any concern about food or worries, I want you to just allow yourself to imagine the fun you're going to have. Imagine the connection, imagine the warmth and the fun, the excitement, the relaxation. Maybe you're going to be looking forward to watching the game, or maybe you're looking forward to family and hearing their laughter and seeing their smiles and feeling their hugs, or maybe they're going to be virtual and you're going to be looking forward to seeing them on Zoom or WhatsApp, or maybe Facebook Live or FaceTime. Either way, just notice all the joy and the love and the connection and the fun experiences and the relaxation. Notice you've removed any of the worries. How relaxed your body feels when you do that. Notice your digestive system. Take in a nice deep breath. Notice from that place, your tummy feels relaxed. Your lower intestine, upper intestine, liver, kidneys, everything's feeling relaxed. Even your bladder and your colon's feeling relaxed, but they're still taking care of things. So notice how everything is relaxed as you're thinking about these things. You're bringing peace and healing and tranquility into all of your body. Allow yourself to stay focused on that. And that is what the holidays gets to be. And now as you think about as you're going to make the meal or continue preparing the meal, or as you're going to go sit down to the meal, you're going to let yourself have a spoon of different things. You're going to let yourself cut the meat that you want to have or the seafood that you're going to have. But you notice my stomach is about the size of my fist. So you just look at your fist and you say, okay, so I can have as much as I want, but in this setting, I'm going to make sure, even around, right? So if I cut this and cut that and cut that, so I'm going to have that much laid out on my plate, and you can have as much vegetables as you want. And then, of course, what you want to think about, this would be your meat size, and then the potato or starch would be half that size, or not a quarter of that size, and then as much vegetables as you want. And so that's helping your stomach to be able to go through the digestion process it needs, and being able to be reminded, just because we might have extra tissues and because we're bigger, it doesn't mean our stomach's bigger. It may mean that we've stretched our stomach, but that doesn't mean that's the capacity it needs to have. So allow yourself to be able to say, I can have whatever I want. I just don't have to have it all in this setting. So I can have some of this now, and then I can have some of it for dinner. Or if you're having Thanksgiving meal for dinner, I can have some of this now, and I'll have some of it tomorrow for lunch. And then just allow yourself to continue to think, I'm portioning for this body. I'm taking care of each and every cell, so it's smiling at me. It's loving me. It's seeing that I am taking care of my body. It can trust me. It can feel good and calm and relaxed. And as you're taking your vitamins and your supplements and the things that you need to, your body's continuing to keep your immune system high. Your body's continuing to feel good and digesting well. And so you're doing all of this keeping in mind for the holidays. And so that removes the stress, that removes the strain, and instead keeps you focused and involved. And this is about my lifestyle. This is about helping myself make a difference. This feels really good. And that's where you're keeping your mind. That's where you're keeping your thinking. That's where you're able to help your body. And so you're adding the vegetables that you need. You're getting the support that you need. You're getting the vitamins that you need. You're getting the water that you need. And then also make sure that you're getting the exercise. So whether that means going for a walk after your meal, whether that means doing yoga and stretching each day as well as after your meal, whatever it looks like. It doesn't have to be exercise and working out super hard, It's about moving your body. It's about getting your metabolism on a consistent basis. You know all this stuff. It's just about reinforcing it for your body and planning it for each day. And as you and I have imagine this not just for the holidays, imagining it now for every day. I'm planning what I'm eating. I'm getting in my vitamins. I'm getting in my water. I'm getting in my sleep. I'm relaxing my mind and relaxing my body. And so now my digestive system is always working well. And for those of you like myself who have sometimes different issues and concerns, there's other things that you can do. So, like for instance, I also do digestive enzymes. And these are all products that I work with my business as well. So if you're interested, then let me know and I can help you get connected and walk you through everything. So this is digestive enzymes. This helps if you have issues with digestion, and it's all natural. So it helps to create the additional enzymes. So you already have digestive enzymes in your system. This adds the digestive enzymes and it's got a probiotic. And so this is helping you get that health that you need in your body. This is helping you give your digestive system that extra support that you're able to see it needs. So it's not saying that there's something wrong with me or, I don't need extra stuff and let yourself go through the suffering and the struggle. It's about finding what helps. I've tried so many things over the past, and now I work with this because it works for me. There's a lot of other products that I have that a lot of my clients use. I don't, because it doesn't work for me. Like it's not something that I need in my life. But the stuff that I do, I totally love it. And my clients totally love it. And so that's why I have set with this is what works for me, making sure I have isotonic form vitamins, making sure that I have the isotonic digestive enzymes and the support that I need. I can feel it. And you get to have that too. And so in this preparation, you're then ready for the holidays. You're ready to be looking at your body in a brand new way. You're ready to be taking care of yourself in a wonderful way. So when the holidays come up, it's just another day that's filled with love and connection and fun and good smells and good food and good planning and good portioning and just feeling good about yourself, proud about yourself. Your body's feeling good, your digestive system's feeling good, and your body's trusting you. And you're doing a great job of taking care of it. So allow yourself to continue to imagine that. That will continue to retrain your subconscious mind with brand new thinking, brand new practicing, stepping into a brand new lifestyle of choosing these things every day. And as you train your subconscious mind, it begins to take it on automatically. Just like when you first learned how to eat, it was in your eyes and up your nose and in your ears and on the wall and in your hair. And now it's only on your forehead and your cheeks sometimes. But overall, you know how to eat. You don't have a problem with where to put the spoon anymore. All right. You guys take care of yourselves. I love you. I love your questions. I love the questions you're asking because it guides my topics. I love to make this individualized. So please let me know any questions, concerns, comments. And I'm on here each Wednesday live for you. 8:15 Eastern time. So share this information, let others know about it. We get to find freedom from negative thinking. We get to find freedom in taking our lives back. We get to find freedom in living our lives the way we've always thought we could, but seem just out of reach. So you take care of yourself. Know that you're loved, know that you're appreciated, and know that you're so, so, so valued. You take care of you. And what do? Bring it in. Big squishy hugs. Yum. There you go. Let me know how this worked for you. Let me know if there were any challenges you had. We'll be able to address them. You can personal message me. You can text message me, 954-657-3407. And I would love to hear from you. Anything that you need, I am always here, your anxiety relief coach, your wellness coach for couples, individuals, and you get to have the life you deserve. Take care of you. Have a great day. And bye for now. Well, it looks like we're not going anywhere. You guys get to stick with me. It doesn't want to shut off. This is the first time that I used captions, so I think it's keeping it going. How interesting. Well, if it shuts off before I say goodbye, how does it go? Good day, good evening, and good night.